Welcome to another YouTube channel, and today I want to talk about humility. Today I want to talk about humility, and one thing I've discovered is that in in life one has to be very very humble in whatever situation you find yourself. And one of the things that prompted me to making this video is I discovered that there are ups and downs in life. Life is full of a lot of ups and downs. Tomorrow you can be the head, and the next thing you had one submitting under somebody, like someone else and all of that. What prompted me to make this video is I was just thinking about something. How that I remember when at some point in, let's say, primary school, when we get to like basic 5, no, at that point you'll be feeling like you're the senior, you're the biggest person. Then at some point you're promoted to JS1, and when you get to JS1 you'll be like a new baby again. I don't know if you get. Then at some point when you get to GS3, I remember my school has a junior section and a senior section. Alright, so when you get to the junior, let's say GS3 now, everything becomes sweet again, and you're going to feel fly, feel like a senior person and all of that. Then when you now get to S1, you become humble again because you're more like a novice again at that stage. Same thing happens when you get to the university, you become a fresher even after being the senior, the most respected school or whatever you find yourself. What am I trying to say? Life is full of a lot of ups and downs. One needs to be humble in whatever situation you find yourself. And I'm shooting this video because in the new position I find myself submitting to a lot of people that if it's by standard, you might just feel like you're better than a lot of people. If it's by standard, you might just feel like, oh, more than a lot of them. Meanwhile, it's not true. You need to submit, you need to be humble, you need to learn from people. And I've discovered that no matter how high, no matter how how you are still some people's low. No matter how smart you are still some people's low. Some people still need to learn from you. Why not take life simple? Why not take life simple? Why not be humble in whatever situation you find yourself? Wherever you find yourself, be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Life is very simple. It's actually very simple. And one thing about life is that it's in stages. Life is in stages. Every day we are in different stage of our life, and at every stage of your life you need to pay attention to details. You need to be very cautious of what you do, of what you say, of how you even speak to people. But most times you need to be very very careful of who you talk to. You don't talk to people anyhow. You see people on the way, you just want to talk to them, disrespect people. You talk to anybody. No. You don't have to talk to people anyhow. And the next person beside you don't even know who that person is. You don't know who that next person is. What I'll just say, respect whoever you see, respect whoever you come across. Just give people maximum respect and move on with your life, because you don't even know the capacity of the next person beside you. You don't know what that person can do. You don't know what that person cannot do. Be very very respectful. The person you talk to today might be the person that tomorrow will be in that position to help you. Do you get? Be very very cautious of who you speak with. Be very cautious of who you talk to. And basically play the game of life. Recently I was also learning something and I learned that even life itself is a game. Yes, it's a game that every one of us we are playing. And one thing about the game is, if you don't know the rules, you will do anything you like. So know the rules, follow the rules, and play it as well as you can. There are two categories of people. We have the ones that are engaging and the ones that are spectating. So you need to choose which one are you. Are you engaging or you are spectating? Alright, you should be the one that you are actually engaging. Spectators have nothing to get. Don't be a spectator in the game of life. Be someone who is engaging. Engage. That's where the true winner is.